Good evening. We are going to start tonight's concert off with the Shore Jazz Band. The Shore Jazz Band rehearses during our advisory period a couple days a week, and this year we've also added in some rehearsals on Wednesday mornings. And Mr. Meisel and I have just really enjoyed working with this group and watching them grow over the year. We have a lot of fearless improvisers in here, and all of them have made just a lot of growth. And we're going to start this evening off with a tune called Moanin'. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy. You heard from Gabe on the French horn, followed by Jake on the bass, followed by Anthony on the alto sax, and followed by Nick on the alto sax. Give it up for our soloists.
Very few things prepare me for heavy lifting in a suit, so I apologize if I'm a little out of breath here. My name is Ben Meisel. I am the 6th grade band director here in at Memorial, and if I can be honest for a second, I was a little skeptical going into this year. I had, quote, my program at Ridge, and with the restructuring of schools, it was a little bit of a tough concept to swallow coming here. Not just short, but changing duties. But I can honestly say, and I told these guys this morning, this group here has made this the easiest year, the most fun year I think I've had in my 9 years of teaching. And we are really excited to play for you. So we're ready to make some music. Anderson is going to introduce our first piece tonight.
Good evening, and welcome to the Shore Spring Band Concert. We are the cadet band, and my name is Anderson Rinderly. Our first piece tonight is Spring Fanfare by Nicole Piuno. A little bit after we got this piece and started playing it, we were able to have a FaceTime with Nicole Piuno, who is the composer of this piece. In that FaceTime, we played the piece for her, and she helped us with everything we could work on and improve. It was really cool because we got to see these mistakes we made and how to fix them from the composer of the piece. We hope you enjoy Spring Fanfare.
So Nicole Piuno is an Ohio composer. I'm not quite sure how I found her exactly, but friend of a friend situation, and we got in touch, and she was willing to FaceTime with us over our smartboard in the morning, which was really, really cool. So both of our bands here got to perform for her, and then we had some Q&A, some dialogue, some rehearsal skills time with the composer, which back when I was in band, it was just a name at the top of the page. So I hope these guys get to see there's some real people behind our music. We hope you enjoy it.
Good evening. My name is Maddie Penargent, and our next piece tonight is Creepy Crawly Critters by Earl Fox Jr. This song makes me think of one of the experience of our band directors, Mrs. Scotch. The beginning is when she sees a gigantic wolf spider in the window. When we get deeper into the song, she calls her mom and is screaming like her life is about to end. The end is when the spider is defeated. The final noise, which is a slapstick in the percussion, is when the spider is killed.
right. Before we go on to our next piece, we want to recognize a few outstanding individuals. We'll have some awards here in a minute. But this year we started something that was new to us and new to these guys for sure. A book called Scale and Rhythm Chunks. And this Chunks book is really different than the normal book that we use in that you can't really play it in class because it's geared to each specific instrument. And the way it's sequenced and set up is that students can move at their own pace. So we had this big Chunks tournament with teams. We had individuals competing to see who could choose what facial hair I had for a day. It was really a neat adventure, and these guys really embraced it. And it was really cool just to see how they grew and progressed just on their own, because it was up to them to see how far they wanted to get and see how far they could push themselves into what level they could get. Unfortunately, my list is not loading right now of who my silver and my gold people are. I'm going to try to go by memory, and if I miss you, stand up and we will call you anyway. So my silver level Chunks people, this is people that checked off more than 11 of these self-guided things here. My silver level people, I know we had most recently Nathan Ryan. You may stand up. Thank you. Can you guys hear me back there, band? Somewhat. All right. Also at our silver level, we had Daisy Goldberg on the oboe. We had Aaron Headley on the saxophone. And I know I had at least one more. Can you, Jacob Tellep on the percussion. Did I miss anybody just for silver? Okay, and my gold level Chunks people, we had three. We had Jordan Hiltberger on the trumpet. We had Maddie Bryce on the flute. And we had Maddie on the trombone. I also wanted to recognize a few outstanding trios. We had what we call trio days every once in a while, where students can, again, form their own groups and kind of go at their own pace. And if they want something super challenging, they can go for that. If they want something that's a little easier, that they want to make really musical, they can do that as well. So two outstanding trios in our Scarlet Band, the trio of Avery, Caitlin, and Daisy. And in the gray band, our saxophone trio of Lewis, John, and Anderson. All right, to introduce our next piece is Summer.
Good evening. My name is Summer Chester, and our next piece is Pictures at an Exhibition by Modest Mazurski. The original work was an orchestra piece with multiple movements, including ballet of unhatched chicks, the hut on hen's leg, and the old castle that represent different Russian paintings. My favorite painting was the Great Gate of Kiev. Tonight's arrangement includes the promenade, which represents the grand entrance of a museum, and the Great Gate of Kiev, which was the majestic main gate in the 11th century fortifications of Kiev, Ukraine. We hope you enjoy Pictures at an Exhibition.
So the idea behind this piece is you walk into a museum and you stop and you stare at a painting, and it makes you experience one thing, and then you walk away and you move on to the next one. So we'll give you two right here. right, before we do our last sixth grade piece, I do have a few individual awards to give out. Again, as I told these guys this morning, I hate awards, and I hate awards because I could talk about every single one of these guys and something that they've improved on, that they've done awesome this year. And it's really hard to kind of narrow things down. But I had a few people really exceptionally above and beyond stand out, and I wanted to recognize these people for their efforts here. Our first award is the Chunks Champion. So as we mentioned before, the self-directed activity here where you can check off as many as possible. Our Chunk Champion for the Scarlet Band is Maddie Grice, who can come on up. And Maddie and Jordan got to pick my facial hair for a day in the wintertime, and it was time to get rid of the beard. And our Chunk Champion for the Gray Band is Jacob Tell. Our next award is the Most Improved Award. I had two students, one in each band, that at the beginning of the year, we were a little worried about, and I don't know what's changed, but they have completely turned around. We are seeing some absolutely model behavior from these guys. They're working hard, doing all that they can to be awesome, awesome team players. So in the Scarlet Band, our Most Improved is on the baritone, Nick Tompkins. And in the Gray Band, on the percussion, Joey Nemeth. Our Future Composer Award. After we talked to Dr. Puno, we saw some light bulbs start to go off. And both of these students have really shown some true musical aptitude. Music it's a science, it's math, it's completely art and abstract. It's a little bit of everything, which is really cool. So our future composer in the Scarlet Band on clarinet is Avery. And in the Gray Band, in the percussion section, Sophia Barnes. Our next award is the Outstanding Attitude Award, and this is a tough one, but I have one person that every single day without fail, smiling, cracking jokes, happy to be in band, excited about playing music. That goes to Natalie Butts. And finally, you may notice that someone has a discolored stand tonight. That is our fabled golden stand. This is something that can be earned every single week, and we wanted to award that to somebody that encompassed really everything we talked about, showing improvement, good attitude, being musical, being responsible, helping out, really without even being asked, and that goes to Jordan Helsberger. While Elias comes up, once again, thank you all for being here. These guys can't do this without you and without your support, and we really appreciate that. This is a humongous group, and it takes a lot of work from them to do what Mrs. Scotch and I ask, and we thank you for that. So kids, if you wouldn't mind giving your families quick applause, that would be super awesome.
Good evening. My name is Elias Gajevic, and our final piece tonight is Rei Kubushi, Song of the Samurai by Patrick J. Burns. While you listen to this song, imagine it as this journey of a samurai. In the intense and vast area of this song, imagine the heat of the battle raging on for what seems to be an eternity. And in the slow and calm areas, imagine the samurai taking the journey home, for now. We hope you enjoy Rei Kubushi.
Good evening. My name is Alex Chase, and our first piece tonight is Liberty March by James Swearigan. This piece is a march, and many different instruments play the melody throughout it. We performed this piece at our February concert and at large group contest, and we have since been improving upon our march style and balance. We hope you enjoy Liberty March.
Good evening. My name is Tommy Toad, and our next piece tonight is Seizure the Dark Castle by Travis Weller. This piece is in a minor key and has a medieval feel. Seizure of the Dark Castle is an intense song with a lot of dynamic changes. In this piece, you could hear many different instruments past the melody. It was a quick favorite for the band because of its fast tempo. We hope you enjoy Seizure of the Dark Castle.
Thank you.
past weekend, our 7th grade band and our 8th grade band performed here at Mentor High School for what is called OMEA Large Group Contest. Similar to solo and ensemble contests, the students perform, in this case, for 3 adjudicators, and they get comments and feedback on areas to improve and kind of reinforce what we do in class every single day. And both ensembles did very well this past weekend. And I put some of the comment sheets out in the lobby if you want to kind of see some of the comments that the adjudicators gave them. But I'm just really proud of the work that they put in leading up to large group contests. And before we announce and play our next piece, I want to recognize a few students in this group for just doing things that are kind of above and beyond of what we ask of them in class. So the first award I have is the Most Improved Award. This award goes to a student who did not play an instrument in a band last year. I don't think she played an instrument at all. And she came to me last year as a 6th grader saying that she was interested in joining band because her sister was in the FCMB and she saw how much fun her sister was having. And she just wanted to be a part of it. She made practice a part of her daily routine. She took her instrument home every weekend. It's not an easy instrument to take home. She played at an ensemble, at solo and ensemble contests, and just did so well, and we are so proud of her. And our Most Improved Award goes to Naomi Johnson. Our next award is the Leadership Award. These 5 students stood out this year as excellent leaders through their actions in rehearsal and through their musicianship. They are always prepared for class and are just awesome students and are always setting just a great example for everyone in the rehearsal. So please hold your applause until I list these 5 students. Our Leadership Award goes to Kristen Rossick, Haley Berker, Robbie Land, Maddie Bronstein, and Olivia Bosselman. All right, our last award this evening is the Outstanding Musician Award. And as Mr. Meisel said, and during the 6th grade band, it's hard to pick students because there are so many great kids and there's so many outstanding musicians and leaders in this group. But this student really stood out this year. He plays in the jazz band. He plays a different instrument in jazz band, actually. Performed at solo and ensemble contests. He played a solo and in an ensemble. Participated in the Blizzard Youth Winds, and just does other things to just keep refining his musicianship. And this year's 7th grade Outstanding Musician Award goes to Anthony Tabone. And introducing our last piece tonight is Kelsey Bayless.
Good evening. My name is Kelsey Bayless, and our final piece tonight is Celtic Air and Dance, which is a combination of 2 Celtic folk songs arranged by award-winning American composer, teacher, and musician Michael Sweeney in 2007. The slower opening melody, The Parting Glass, was written over 400 years ago, though it is still used today in pop culture. The tempo picks up in the second melody, A Fairy's Love Song, featuring the flutes and percussion at the beginning before passing the melody along to the other sections. The whole band comes together for an exciting, energetic finish that is fun to perform. I hope you enjoy our performance of Celtic Air and Dance.
Good evening. My name is Owen C. Cherviton, and our first piece tonight is The Invincible Warrior by David Schaefer. This piece is in a minor key and portrays the inner struggle of a warrior. We performed this piece on our February concert and at large group contest and have since been improving upon our dynamic contrast, phrasing, and balance. We hope you enjoy The Invincible Warrior.
Good evening. My name is Jackson Clare, and our second piece tonight is Hymn Song Variants. This song features a common melody that has different variations throughout the piece, giving the audience member a sense of surprise for every different way the melody is played. We hope you enjoy Hymn Song Variants.
before we play our last piece, I want to take a moment to recognize a few students for going above and beyond. Our first award is the Jazz Award, and the Jazz Award goes to a student who is an excellent musician and is always up to some new challenges. His improvisation skills have greatly improved, and he has been a role model to a lot of the students in the 7th grade. And our Jazz Award this year goes to Daniel Casey. Our next award is the Most Improved Award. This student played a different instrument during her 7th grade year and has worked hard, in a sense, kind of become a leader of the section. Her tone is truly beautiful, and she really enjoys making music. And the Most Improved Award goes to Kaylee Gommel. Our next award is the Outstanding Musician Award. These two students receiving this award have a strong work ethic and desire to better themselves. Their musicianship is of the highest caliber, and I've truly been impressed with what they've been able to do this year and in years previously with working with them. They take any challenge that I give them and they run with it. They do outside things that just make them a better musician, and they rehearse very well, and they're outstanding leaders in this group. And our Outstanding Musician Award goes to Devin Ambrose and Ali Saleh. Our final award is the Director's Award. This award goes to a student who is positive, hardworking, and reliable. The student has worked hard to develop his musical skills and is a strong leader in the ensemble. He is a member of the jazz band, performed at solo ensemble contest, and seeks other performing opportunities to better himself. All of these kids are awesome, and it's hard to pick one, but this year's Director Award goes to Jake Compton. I can't believe this is the last program with these kids. I've had so much fun working with them. They've worked hard for me this year, and I'm really going to miss them at Shore last year. This is a great class, and I just want to thank them for their hard work this year. And thank you to all the parents and guardians for supporting them throughout the years. As Mr. Meisel said, this wouldn't be possible without you, and we just really appreciate all the support that we get from you. A big thank you to Mr. Gatsky for all of his help before and after the performance. All of our music mentors, volunteers who are backstage helping with all the transitions, everyone that helped out with this concert, Mr. McMurtry, Mr. Meisel, Mr. Prinba, thank you for everything. And announcing our last piece is Juliana Gunvalson.
Good evening. My name is Juliana Gunvalson, and our final piece tonight is the Star Wars Saga by John Williams. John Williams is a famous composer whose work is featured in many popular films, including Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Superman, and E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Mrs. Scotch's favorite John Williams movie score is The Cowboys. We worked relentlessly the past 2 days to put this piece together. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope you enjoy the Star Wars Saga.